What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of my Wolves Football Manager 2018 100% live Let's Play series. Let's try and hit 100 likes target for this episode, guys. I've really been enjoying this, so leave that support if you guys have been enjoying it too, because this is really fun. I told you in the first episode I just missed that feeling of recording a proper Let's Play again like I used to my older series. And yeah, it's just really fun to sit down and play Football Manager, sit down the next day and record. It's really fun. So yeah, if you do want to see this every single day, like I said, leave a thumbs up, would be really appreciate that. So also, guys, we have got Liverpool, but that's a big match for us away from home. We need to start getting some wins in the league. I know we have our expectations. You know, if you go to the club, we let it process for a while, and yeah, our media prediction 18th. But yeah, that's just the media. I want to see what the board actually wants. The managerial support so far is all right, but I always like to see what results that. But hey, you see the summary of the board. I'm pleased to see you have a good backing, good level of backing from like the players, so that's a big thing as well. Though the dressing room atmosphere can improve a little bit, we'll just have to see. But if we go to click on competitions and we see Premier League, avoid relegation. So as long as I do that, we are all good. But yeah, it's a long way. It's a long way to go. This is one of those challenges though, because it's like newly promoted side in real life, but not in Football Manager yet. We had to do that with an update. So still a lot of the players similar ratings and all that, but for FM19 they'll probably be bumped up in their attributes a bit more than they currently are, so it makes it a challenge, and that's what I want. But yeah, what I'm leading to is I've been talking about that central midfielder. We need another, at least for the style of football we're playing. If I wanted someone more natural in central midfield, because we got Romain Saiss, he's an alright player, but he's natural defensive midfielder. We got Connor Cody. He's more natural at a centre-back position. So that happens. That happens. It looks like we have a decent amount to play in central midfield, but in terms of who's really, really good in those roles exactly, yeah, we don't have as many. So one more signing, like if we go to the registration and you look, we have one position available, like 25 with 25 players. So it's like, that's telling me that one more signing we can make as well. It's all lined up, and we've got a decent budget. And hopefully after this season, after a year in the Premier League, it activates in the game and you see better money coming in as well, which will be not just for transfer, but I mean just in the budget as a whole. So if we go into the shortlist right now, if you see some players, if we go to a new search, they have to be a player that is at least slightly interested. You see it shows, okay, 12 players, not a lot. How many of those are, see, most are central midfielders, because that's what I've been scouting. If we take a look at the recommendation, if we sort by that, Andre, I mentioned him, didn't I? He didn't shout out at me, like, in terms of, like, oh, his technicals aren't that amazing, but then his mentals are a little bit higher than physicals. Okay, some are good, some are a bit lower. So, and he argues with officials and aggression 15. So if he does have that, there's too much fairly susceptible. I don't like, if it wasn't for his injury troubles, if he's fairly susceptible, yeah, it would be a good Premier League. So he's on the same level as Neves, and they're both Portuguese, so they play so. Do I take the risk? Because he'd be affordable. Estimated cost like 4.2 million, because yeah, he's transfer listed. It's just those little negatives. Those are decisions. He might look like a great signing, and it says he would be a superb signing. Oh, that's the tough thing. If we can manage his problems, because with the other Portuguese lads in the side, there's a fair few. That should hopefully cancel that out. So that's we got a really good amount of Portuguese lads there. So I feel that side of things. And wait, was there Jimenez that picked up an injury? 5 to 7 days, yeah, just a shorter one. But yeah, that's what I mean. That should cancel that one out. And then if we can manage him, I've managed players that have been even more like the next level, very susceptible for injuries and all that. So fairly susceptible. I feel That's a way you can manage that, especially through the medical center new feature. See, Ruben Vinigre, you got to take a look what he's doing right now. He's a very high injury risk because he's a low condition, but so we make sure, yeah, don't play him in the next match. But this is just coming off playing a match as well, so this is a really good feature. Again, I talked about in a video, can't remember which episode, how the dynamics is like a new big feature, like a new thing that's in FM18, because I've seen comments that, oh, people say, oh, it's the same as FM17, but it's not. Medical Center in the same boat as well. If you want to talk about that, I can have that discussion all day. But anyway, that's where you can, especially with this feature in the game now, you can manage that even more. You can have players that are injury prone. If they're very, very injury prone, like extremely, yeah, I stray away from those players. But if they're fairly susceptible, yeah, I think that's doable. And I mean, he's experienced. He's 28 years old. Like, he's not. I know a lot of people like to sign guys that will grow because of their potential, but when you're a newly promoted side, these are the kind of lads you need. So I'm not going to negotiate too much, because when they're transfer listed, they kind of just want their listed fee, which is okay. We don't need to make, just do suggest terms, and that should get accepted. As you can see there, Andre, and I can just already, you might tell, I'm just loving saying his name. Andre. So, yeah, hopefully he can come up big for us. Hopefully he can be a giant for us. So, we just have to see. Yeah, but I think he can put in big performances for sure, because he's I'm just judging off his report, to be honest. Should be as good as Neves, and with all the other Portuguese lads, yeah, I think he'll have no problem. They'll fit in a social group together. I can just imagine them on the pitch, in training sessions and all that. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty happy with that signing as the single one, and we leave a little bit in the bank as well, maybe for approach to sign guys that are running out their contract. They accept it, and he wants finished top half in the 2018-19 season, which is funny because I've got this data update as the 2018-19 season, like the updates at least up until this point, or when I started the save anyway, the updates until that point. And see, West Ham's interested as well, so it shows he's definitely Premier League quality. So, but that's by the end of the next season. That's my goals as well. I'd love to finish top half this season, but I'm not sure how realistic that is, but we'll finalise that promise. Obviously, he's coming from a team like Porto, who's going to be regularly always competing, maybe if they have one bad season or not, but yeah, they're always going to be in a European competition. If not Champions League, they'll be in Europa League, always finishing around that top 3 at least in their league. So top 3, top 4, if not like first or second, like winning the titles or runner-up. So yeah, Andre, he's gonna only played four matches, or he's got 4 caps for Portugal, but we'll just have to see. What's this? Lucas. Who's manager? Was he looking? Andreas Sondergaard. These and like I told you, didn't I? I was going to look through the under 23s for some players that we could actually sell. So what I'll do here, we search for the highest value of players, and guys are a bit like John Ruddy. Do we really need John Ruddy? But it's tough because we look at Rui Patricio as our starting goalkeeper, and I never make subs, but yeah, obviously he's not in the under 23s. We just have him available for matches. So someone more like a Will Norris is that play. You don't want your under 23s to be full of like just rubbish players and they're not going to be playing well. You need, but yeah, if you got some money to make, like for me, Will Norris is not going to play for us at all, but he's a new signing. So why did they sign him? I guess for Championship, he's all right. He's maybe a decent backup, but maybe in that same boat as well, we could sell John Ruddy and have Will Norris as backup. What would you say about that? Obviously, John Ruddy would be better, but it's more so his value and yeah, how much would he really be worth that keeping? Yeah, for that value, it really depends. And you got Jack Ruddy as well. Yeah, he's not really good. But those older guys, are like Ebanks Landau. But look, I have him transfer listed, but there's no interest. Maybe I'll put him not needed. Maybe offer him to clubs. Where we go. I had that default because I have it set 200% for players default, their price. So I double their value. So if we take a look at anyone else, if you look at their age, Ryan Bennett, again, he's injured. He'd be part of the first team. There's Moran. A lot of them are those guys that we just have available for reserve matches. But if you go through, yeah, the whole list, and this guy, Fosu Aya. I'm not sure how to say his name. Sorry, Phil. He's really good physically, and that's about it. A handful of high mentals, not more than that, and the rest are terrible. So he's, again, another player we could look to sell. Not for major money, but you sell a few of these guys and it builds up a little bit. So we'll go 2 million, just below his value. You got to go, yeah, when you transfer list them. So, yeah, take a look through anyone else. There's Prince again. I haven't listed, but there's no interest. There's going to be that chance as well. Yang Ming Yang. It sounds like I'm trying to make fun of him, but no, like I'm just saying his name. Maybe that was by saying that. See, there's no, I don't want him available for loan because he doesn't have good potential yet. Not really. So no. Transfer list. If we go into not needed and we transfer list and yeah, set to. I don't have the option of loan. I want to sell you. I want to sell you, and let's just go, like I said, below his value, 400k. There we are. Anyone else? So, yeah, because he's 23, he's not going to improve much anyway. So, there's some solid attributes. Like tackling 14 is his best, well, technical, and then you look jumping reach. As a midfielder, you got to have good passing, or he's passing 12, vision 11. That's not too bad considering, but I mean, like, considering the player he is, it's a decent attribute for a central midfielder. Morgan Gibbs-White, he looks like a very, very good talent. I'm excited. Do we bring him into the first team as a young player and just introduce him into the first team? Oh, I don't know yet, because he's just suited to League One football right now. I can get very excited with those high potential guys, but yeah, I wanted to give you a look. But he's real good. His potential and his development so far. So yeah, I wanted to just take a look at some of those guys for you. But definitely, yeah, he's a standout. He is a standout, and I'd maybe play him in elite. I don't know who we're gonna have in a cup match next, but we'll have to see about that. Maybe when FA Cup rolls around. So we're just gonna take a look at their contract talk right now. You can see, he's gonna have a bit of a bump, which usually the players expect when they move to the Premier League. So sign-on fee, man. What I like to do here, drop the sign-on fee a lot, and then a decent amount, then increase the agent fee. So the agent, sometimes they like to accept a higher amount, but together that's a lower fee as those two together, if that makes sense. So we'll go 31k. Salon fee percentage, no, I don't like that added. Avoid relegation, but I want to avoid relegation. And I'm confident I will. I don't want to have that. I never like having that something I pay. Maybe appearance fee will increase a little bit, 7.5. I think that's not too high, like for a Premier League club. Goal bonus, 14k. I don't think he'll score a huge amount. Team of the year. That's why sometimes when you're not one of the better teams in the league, you can take advantage of that through certain like bonuses, like team of the year bonus. You're not going to see, like, unless you do really, really amazing, it's not likely you're going to see that. Winning the Premier League, like, we're not going to be doing that. I don't think. Maybe not while he's at the club as well. He wants a 4-year deal. I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough for his age, you know, but... And if maybe as he gets to 30, 31 and maybe dropping in his quality, but I still think he'll provide... Oh my god, look at all these options. But yeah, I think... let's just put this offer in and see what he... Because we had some extras there. Let's try and put maybe 29k. Okay. Alterations. He does want those ones there, but sorry, I don't. Let's go 30. Okay, let's try this one again. Sign and fee. See, it doesn't always work, to be fair. So 600... maybe 600, 800, because you still want sign-on fee close. They will still want it close enough. Okay, goal bonus will increase. Anything else we could increase? Okay, maybe appearance fee, 8.5k, and then increase unused sub. I feel if he's a player we're not starting, we'll bring him on centre mid, especially the lack of those positions. We have players in those positions we have, and let's see how this one will go. Okay, I'm pretty happy for that to get accepted, especially over a 4-year deal, that we lowered his wage. He wanted about 33. Okay, it's not by so much, about 3k each week. But that, I told you, it'll add up over 4 years, or at least until, yeah, if we sell him at some point or anything. But yeah, I think getting him for that fee, like if he wasn't transfer listed, you'd probably have to pay almost close to like 10 million for him. Like, yeah, if a player's not transfer listed, there's like, you need to pay close to double their value, unless, yeah, it really depends from player to player, what their division they're in, and yeah, like what country they play. Like, so many different options. But generally, when you try and sign a player that is not transfer listed, that's their value. Just to show you as an example, because I'm sure someone will try and dispute that. Like Imbula at Stoke, if you take a look at his report, like his value 16, estimated cost could be 20 towards 20 million. Okay, but that's not too bad considering. See, I'm looking at him. Oh, okay, he's a rotation player. But normally, what I mean is, like, if they're a first team guy. If you take a look at our best recommendations, so Racho, he's only 19. He's had other guys scouted, didn't I? But exactly what I mean. Look at that, almost 6 million. That's like almost triple. But that's a young guy as well. So yeah, that's why I was pretty happy with that. But let me know what you think about this guy for a future signing, at least. So now we are going to progress. Oh, another day to go. Let's see what's. We don't get any offers for these guys, and let's just see what he says. And what I do here, you have registration. It sounds bad, but it works. They're like, oh, I can't believe you're not even going to register me. That's like the response every single time. But then they're happy. Okay, I'll get going. So it sounds bad to say, like, oh, I'm not even going to register you. But it works. It works. And it doesn't ruin the squad or anything, especially when they're just a reserve player. So, like, yeah, I was hesitant the first time I did. Is this going to cause something bad? But yeah, it's just like a straightforward response where they know they're not needed. But they're like, I can't believe you're not going to register me, a player in the under-23s who's not Premier League quality. That's just funny to me. But Diogo is coming back. I haven't used him yet. He was injured he got an injury in the pre-season. But he is one of the, if not the best at the club. He's going to do some great stuff. Natural in 3 positions for us, so that's going to be good. But 2 positions in the formation. But yeah, we're going to take a look what the change will make. We'll wait another day. Probably going to have to make, yeah, we're going to have to make a change for the strike. Let's see what Fulham, like, I want the other newly promoted sides to do as bad as they can, essentially. There's quite a few teams that hasn't picked up a win. There's only been 2 matches, but still. Oh, H! Look at that. Just in my Tottenham save, he was absolutely amazing. I did a Tottenham save in this FM18 game as well. You can see my channel for that, but yeah, wow. It shouldn't be a surprise, but you can see how tough it is for these newly promoted sides, with not even all their signings they're going to make in the build-up to the new season as well. Obviously, there'll be much more. There'll be much more moves. Oh, actually, I heard... this is probably... It's just a rumor, most likely. I think it was Cavallero. There was rumors that Fulham wanted to sign him, actually. Like, I just saw a post about that on Twitter, and I'm like... and, yeah, people thought, why would they do that to another newly promoted side? Like, why would they sell a player? Wouldn't make sense. What do you guys think of that, or any other rumors going on right now? Which ones are more realistic rumors? And if there's rumors for Wolves, or not even rumors, that moves that look likely to go through, let me know, because I'd be happy to make those moves just so this can be realistic, because that's what I wanted. So here, guys, because we have got the we've got to be careful of the injuries. Like I said, we'll manage that. That's something I'll keep an eye on for sure. Jimenez, Jota. See, I even have Zyro. I have Zyro transfer listed, but I'm just not getting any... Like, I don't know what... He's unavailable for loan, and maybe I should just put him no status set. Maybe someone want to come for a loan, but not needed. Let's try and offer him out maybe for 2 million. Because, yeah, now I'm asking below his value. I was asking at his value, so let's just see. So, Vinigre, so like I mentioned as well, don't play him in this match when he's 81. Of course, like that, when you go to the medical center, it's like, oh, his injury risk was like high above everyone else. Now that's gone, but yeah, just bring Barry back in. Bring in Barry Douglas. If I'm not starting anyone, you think I should. Having this ability, like the ability there, it's really a good gauge for my selection process as well. To have that in the tactic selection, that's more a personal thing for me. To have that. How about Miranda as a centre back? Let me know what you think about him, because he's obviously Portuguese as well. But yeah, Danny Bart and Willy Bolly, they've been strong. Like, we haven't won a game in the league yet, but I've noticed they have been strong together. So now, I'm just analyzing. Yeah, we were going to push back to this formation, or this tactic, because we are playing. Because we've got Bonatini starting, we're going to look. So he's complete forward. I'm going to try personalize complete forward. Nah, it has to be, yeah, complete forward attack. But then here, I want these inside forwards. Let's just do personalize, might as well. Or could even do a winger there, but nah, because I want those wingers, the fullbacks to overlap on the wing. No, wait. Yeah, Cavalier, no, inside forward. Inside forward on support. And then Costa as well, support. He's even better. Yeah, natural in that role and duty, so happy with that. Because, yeah, our fullbacks, they're good at attack. So, their duty being attack. So, let's take a look at that. And as I mentioned previously, I'm going to train him on that as well. Because, you know, I've liked what Neves has been doing. I've had a good look at him. And we'll get another attacking role there, because I've seen that dangerous and I've utilized that in other saves before. Not that you guys have seen though, but yeah, we'll train him. We'll train him in that role to get it up Mazzala, because his best one really is deep line playmaker, advanced playmaker, and I don't feel it will suit us so much. Improve his finishing as well, because that's only 9, and yeah, hopefully he can have a good showing. Hopefully he can have a good showing to kind of back that up in this match. And I feel Diogo Jota, he'll come off the bench, but look at the ratings, not too bad of the players. So I always just like to make sure I'm happy with the with the setup, especially going into a big match for us, or more a tough match. Normally say a big match if it's rivals or something. It's like a top of the league clash, really important. It's not exactly that, but a lot of our matches will be similar for us, where we need to try and win, like all those kind of games. So yeah, we'll have to see. And guys, I'll always regularly be checking for, obviously it won't be soon, it'll be closer till the league season gets underway than actual player numbers for the new season. A lot of them are from last season or a little bit different, depending on the player, of course. Once you pick up where you left off last time out, but obviously it's a different it's a different occasion from our last match. If we can look to set opposition instructions, I think there's certain players that could be dangerous, but Mane, just, if you look Sadio Mane, like really pacey, though, I feel he has, like, you have to do something with him, yeah, like tight mark, show onto the weaker foot, just because of how dangerous he would be. You can see the advice there, going in strong on Lallana, so maybe we'll just hard tackle him, that's all it says. And Firmino, show onto weaker side, so yeah, we'll do a few of those. And Divock Origi, going in strong on him. Okay, see, that's not something I normally would do, only hard tackle for some players. If I think they're a dangerous player, I might tight mark or close down, show onto weaker foot as well. But hey, go with their suggestions. But nah, we just do those. Still experimenting to do opposition instructions with the tactic, because some tactics you produce that you build up sometimes do better without instructions, because your defensive setup, yeah, through your team instructions are pretty decent, so you don't need to add opposition instructions. No, he's not out. He's in the squad. Oh, he's not ready to start this match. I'll say he's not ready to start this match, but I hate that. Does anyone else hate that? I haven't left him out. I said, did you hear me? They should adjust it a little bit, at least with what you can say. I intend of bringing him on today, giving him maybe about 25-30 minutes of game time, because he's there. Look, Diogo's on the bench. He's right there. So, okay. There's always those little things that you could say, not really annoy me. I just think that could be altered with how they're said within FM. But yeah, let's be focused on this one here, guys. I expect Liverpool to come so strong at us, which they are doing right now. Like, lads, I'm just like, okay, we're even sitting slightly deeper, man. Come on. I just want to... It's only 5 minutes. But we may need to alter our style, even though I'm pretty happy with it. Because, see, there was another game we were a bit... Like, we were even stronger with possession. Was against Manchester United. Helder Costa's pick up a knock. Oh, my God. This is tough right away. Liverpool are coming at us. That was a pretty weak effort, though. Let's see. Oh, man. You can see Costa already struggling. Sometimes players, when they got a knock, and they seem to be doing fine. But, yeah, he struggled on possession there. But Liverpool, wasting it a little bit. Though, yeah, how this match is go... Okay, we'll see what happens from this highlight. I'm not going to say, oh, maybe if I made a change, yeah, wouldn't have conceded. But it was just from a set piece at the same time. So, that's the thing as well. Damn, that's annoying because, yeah, just corner. It was just corner. I feel we're doing alright aside from that. So, let's probably try and go to a normal tempo now. More direct passing, it takes off retained possession and work the ball into the box and play out defense. We'll take those options out. And I still feel we need to sit slightly deeper. But, yeah, tough start. Helder Costa hopefully will be able to run on. Okay, he looks alright now. He doesn't have that injury sign on him. So, let's see. Doherty picks up his first yellow of the season. See, if the half ends like that, is that really seen as such a bad half if our only goal conceded against Liverpool away from home is from a corner? Like, I feel like we haven't dominated or anything. I'm not saying we've even been good in terms of in open play, but I feel we've defended well enough. And, here... Don't get too excited because we... Oh, pass it! You... Don't. It's just annoying when your players give away the ball so needlessly. And, man, like, get shots on because, man, they got Karius in goal. So, surely he's going to fuck up. Wouldn't be the first time. But, like, no. I guess this match isn't as much pressure as a Champions League final. So he wouldn't probably feel as much pressure. Come on, but maybe now. Put them under... Shots outside of the box aren't putting the pressure on. I was thinking about trying, though. I'm not sure. Get shots on target, as many as we can. Show me something else in the second half. No, I'm almost just changing this just for that reason. Try and shoot on side, just to get as many on goal, and we'll up the tempo. We'll go higher. And we'll be more expressive going to the second half. We can't go attacking against them playing away from home. Surely not, unless it's like late in the game. Yeah, that's what I think. And NDIE playing another role. No, even if we're 1-0 down, I'm going to just put it on defend. See if that mixes well. Really. So let's get into the second half now. And back at that point I just said, if the only goal we conceded was from a corner, maybe that's something we need to work on more, but I feel I've done it a decent amount of times during the lead up to matches this season. The match preparation, we've worked on it a decent amount of times, defending set pieces. So, yeah, you can only do that so much. You ever feel like that? It's like, oh, I've worked on it a decent amount, but you still end up conceding them anyway. You wonder if it is even worth it. Might as well just work on attacking movement and focus on trying to score goals instead, because they might come anyway, conceding goals. You got to think about that. And then more just work on your defensive setup and make sure that is good anyway. That could be something interesting. Work on your tactic. Make it more on the defensive side, and then for your training, work on attacking movement. Oh my God, Henderson! That was a bit of a fiery strike there. And Milner, they are getting a lot of set pieces, so you can see we're giving away free kicks a fair bit. But it's preventing chances. Now, like, again, I'm not I'm not as happy about how many shots they're having, but nothing is coming from it. That's all we can say right now. But we're not doing anything in attack. That's our problem as of this current point in time. We are not doing well enough, and that is the truth. That is the truth. So we've got to see, what are we going to change? Even though defensively, there's positives and negatives, but it's another shot. Like Firmino, he could hit a wonder strike and maybe score from that, but you're not going to be scoring that like every attempt or even half the attempts. Ruben, okay, maybe we're not going down the right direction at the moment, but see, this is why we need to bring in another centre mid. We need Andre. Like I'm saying, like his name is like we need you right now, Andre. We need you. But I think Diogo's going to be coming on here for Cavallero. Come on and attack. Go back on the attack now. Nzai. That's what I mean. Maybe we just go central midfielder, like simple on support. Again, Ruben Neves, okay. I wanted to give him a chance, because he's best role deep line playmaker, but we need someone a bit more. We need the role a bit more advanced than that. That's the issue right now. So at this point, we're gonna it's such a tough thing. We can't control the match against Liverpool. We can't go attacking because the setup. Like you say, like they're wasting a lot of opportunities. That's how we have it. That helps the setup. If we're on standard, but if we're getting forward attack, they're gonna be able to get better opportunities, and they are going to take that. So it's really, it's tough, and sit slightly deeper. That's part of it as well. So I'm like, if I make some changes, maybe we'll drop because right now maybe we have a chance of sneaking a 1-1, getting a point from it. Unless we concede another and then go more attacking. Yeah. But come on! Bonatini! I knew he wasn't going to score. I'm like, don't shoot. But then he didn't have options as well. Had no option. So, let's say concentrate. I feel concentrate can go both for defending and attack. Whereas tight marking is just, make sure you settle in terms of defense. But let's see. Let's see, guys. I want to say what I was going to say until after this highlight, but we'll see, because maybe it might be a goal for us. I see Costa, okay, he has that knock in the game, it shows. But then on his player information, it doesn't. That's confusing. So, come on, tackle. Don't give them space. All these things I'm saying, I should be like trying to reflect that in the match, to be fair. Which, that's what I mean. I think I have, though. But, like, all the things you say, it doesn't change anything. The players, it's not real. It's not like a real manager. They can't hear you. That will be insane. FM, if that could somehow be integrated, I don't think it can. Yeah, I don't really think it can. Like, but, yeah, that would be absolutely crazy if Football Manager was like that one day. Like, things like they can detect the emotion in your voice. That would be actually insane. So Neves hasn't had the best of games, and 62% condition. Let's bring on Connor Cody, but this is like feels like we're giving in. Really, a ball winning mid. That's why we need some versatility. So he's so good ball winning. Do we just play 2 ball winning midfielders? Because in their better roles, so it's like, I don't think they'll be able to do so well anyway. Barry Douglas is going to come off, I should say. Coming on, Vinigre was in mind. And then, cause I feel we need some extra push. We need some extra push right now. Because we're heading into the final stages of the match. And, or do we left midfield just so he's in a better role? So just play him winger support. Just so I know he's right behind him. I know that sounds a little bit inappropriate, but we don't have many other options unless this might fix our central game. Diogo Jota, he's probably better out wide, but let's try and put him advanced playmaker on attack as well. Hey guys, we're trying to make something work. We're trying to make something work and go route 1. Yeah. A bit more urgency in the attacking third, so hopefully we can look for that. And because I don't like what I was going to say, I haven't minded our performance because we have still gotten the only goal conceded was from a corner, and I'm still very annoyed by that because, like, apart from that, it will still be 0-0 unless they score from this. Why did I say it? Oh, I shouldn't. Maybe they can detect me, but no, I just feel always I say something like that, and yep, that's the time I'll concede. But okay, there we go. Like, I'm not expecting, like, to beat Liverpool, like, by these. I'm just judging how, yeah, we've played, but see, as we try and push a little bit more, we concede. So, tough to take, but let's see. Let's see if we can get anything, or are we just going to fall apart right now? No. It would have been fitting if that hit the post. Anyway, let's try and go attacking. We'll go a normal defensive line. No, we'll just go overload. Hell, let's go overload. Hit some early... Oh, no, look for the overload. But no, hit the early crosses. Look to go low crosses, because they're always dangerous, in my experience. Take more risks. There we go. Yeah, because I take that inside forwards. We've got an inside forward, but... yeah, for the defenders to overlap, the fullbacks to overlap. The left side, that's not really something relevant for the tactic now with the changes I've made, but still, okay, I'm even saying, oh, if it ends 2-0, like, I say, oh, we're not dominated against on the scoreline, but Liverpool have had pretty much control of this match, to be fair, and we're still not, my point is really, though, we're not getting anything from the match. That's the thing. I'm saying concentrate again, I don't know, I didn't plan to say, I just clicked it. It's like I leaded towards that. But, ooh! Vinegre Jr. there is decent strike. It's hard, I should say. It's hard to find him in. See, doing 100% live, I can't, like, edit my commentary and do it again. That's what I normally would do when I edit. If I say something, like a word wrong, I'm like, then I say it right again. Try and... that's funny. But anyway... like I said, this is 100% real stuff, and you'll get my errors in like if it's like 50 minute to an hour commentary. But anyway, like it looks like we're gonna lose this 2-0, and I don't know. I say it could have been worse, but there hasn't been so much positives in our game at the same time. If we look at it in that way, Gomez. He's going to whip it in. Man. But yeah, if we still put it down to the fact we only conceded 1 goal on open play, I don't think that's too bad. I think our defensive side of things, sure, they had a lot of chances, which is very hard to prevent. And if you're going to be sitting back, you'll get that anyway against you. It just, like, it wasn't a bad performance. Like, it's... oh, damn. It's like we're avoiding these really, like if it's, I don't know, like you would do very bad if that happens, like a 4-0 or 5-0, but there could be, like some people who might get those results, like away from home, like against Liverpool, against Manchester United, we've only got like 2-0, that's not terrible, but at the same time, we need wins. I'm not shying away from that. So now we're going to go through an international break, 14 days, not really the ideal thing. Because there's a lot of just continuing, especially like I said, there's 100% live. So we'll go through it. Hopefully avoid any injuries. No offers for Zyro. So they're not happy with the training sessions. It was a fine performance. I like him, but he didn't really do much. Not that he had a bad game. He just didn't really do much. Hard one for him to come on and play. So we get transfer offers. Oh, Zyro, finally. It's barely anything, but it's a loan. They've decreed... due to concerns over the wage budget. Oh, because we signed Andre on... but, that's fine. That's fine, down to 70%. I just want to make sure the overall balance will be alright. But, I mean, really? Just from that Andre signing, that went that bad? But, nah, sure. As long as the board are happy. That's the most important thing, I guess. So let's see, 0% of wages. I'd rather go with Preston's offer. That's a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just not as happy with that deal. So, oof, Defoe, what a performance! They were down 3-0. Hey, what a comeback! Bournemouth, what a second half. They'll probably, you could say, what a first half for Brighton as well. So that's an interesting. Well, Brighton have come into this division firing, so you can't just say that. You can't just say, oh, like the teams. You can still get good results. They've been able to get a win. Okay, I guess it's Huddersfield, but I say that Burnley. This is a win for us. We need to get. Was it just extended? Are we going, like, backwards in time? I'm pretty sure it just said 14 days, and now it says 15 days. I'm saying continue, not go backwards. Is there a new button in Football Manager I'm unaware of, and did I accidentally press it? I don't know. But probably the fixture was altered for whatever reason. But yeah, now we are actually in the relegation zone, guys. So we've got Burnley and Cardiff next up. But Cardiff, yeah, they're like us, struggling a bit at the moment. But this is no surprise. Did I mention? See, like I say, the newly promoted side, like Brighton, like in real life, because they've got the squads of like newly promoted, like those like lower teams. They did well, but for us, like Cardiff and Fulham, the actual updates in this data update for the championship clubs got promoted, we're all in the relegation zone, so there's no real surprises at the moment, but it just shows you in comparison, yeah, how tricky it is compared to those other clubs that were newly promoted in the save, like in real life last season. If this is not too confusing for you, I think you get the point. I'm just finding things to say during this international break, to be honest. But hey, it's the transfer window as well, so you're probably wondering, is anything going to happen? Are we going to get offers for players we want to sell? But apparently there's no clubs in the whole world that are interested in them. That's what I find crazy sometimes in Football Manager. That's just one thing. Sometimes it's so hard to sell players that you want to sell. Like, come on, Yang. There's only loan interest. Okay, maybe I'll put no status set for loan. Maybe something will come in, but I prefer to sell him. You know. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully we just get no injuries in the international break. That is probably what you fear the most. So this episode will probably go to close to an hour because we're gonna wait until the next match and we just got a lot to go through. But yeah, at least want to do 2 matches in an episode if they're this long. You know what I mean? Matthias Oliveira, what do you guys think of him? He's currently operating at League 1 level. He could have some potential in him. Not really someone I'm looking at, to be fair. Deadline day, I don't like taking part in that. Just too much. Squad registration, we're going to just leave it as is. Yes, because I set it up the way I wanted to already for the season. Ebanks Landell, there's only loans. Okay. Which is the best offers? That's 60%. That is a big difference. Bolton, okay, monthly fee 20k. Rotherham. Wait, don't you say like Rotherham or something like that? Avoid a lot of letters in the name, but anyway, let's accept the offer. It's probably the accents, I don't know. He's no longer wanted at the club. Ebanks Landau, yeah, 25-year-old centre-back. We don't really need him. So these other two, we gonna reject. And like I said, with Rotherham, so I don't know. Let me know how you pronounce their name. I just heard it like that. But again, once. Oh, no, that's another player, sorry. Bright. But I have him transfer listed anyway, so no, sorry, okay, in comparison, but he's a hot prospect. Just potential is not that really high level. Oh man, I think sometimes with things I say, I might make myself laugh more than actually people who watch me. Like, oh man. Okay, so that deal's gonna get done. Ebanks Landau. I got confused as well because they had a similar look. Where are we? Anyway, it's a similar hairstyle. There, look at the hair, man. It's so similar. That's what I'm like. So, Andre is gonna sign. It's one player, not two. It's one guy called Andre. So, he's gonna be like a double attack for us. So, hey, he's good move. Good move, I think he'll be, as we move Zyro out. So we'll move Zyro into the under 23s. Yeah, so let me know what you... Does he have another name? Oh, no. Okay, there's two others there. Imagine if it was 4 Andres. That would have been sick. If they just named him Andre. That would have been Fundry, but Fundry. See, the Dre is being involved into my vocabulary right now. So, but yeah, just forget about that. I wonder how many of these references people will understand. If you got the connection there, like I said, Dre, and then forget about it. Like forget about Dre, but let's just go into the squad registration. And Andre is in. Confirm. Obviously, yeah, we sent a couple players out on loan and all that, but no, I'm happy with that move. Zyro's gone out. Cambridge, see, now they want him. Well, if he's not going to be sent out on an actual sale where we get money for him, there's no wage, but I feel like that will increase interest from clubs, and he's got extra year here, so maybe we can sell him next season, if anything. So yeah, hopefully Yang Ming Yang can step up, and he's got the height. Maybe that suits his name as well. Close. He's got Ming in it. 195 centimeters. But this is what happens in the international break as well. I'm just finding things to say during it. But hey, I don't know. We might get some other moves. You don't know what's going to happen here. We may get some offers. I don't expect it. We already finalized our signing. So that is all done. Okay, we've got something. We'll accept. And then Bolton. Okay, we'll accept that. That's 20%. 20%. And we'll loan Bright out. But yeah, so he's got some good attributes. Like his dribbling is good, flair, but then you have those technique. I don't know. He'd have to develop to his maximum potential, I reckon. Because yeah, regardless of what a player's potential is, their potential ability, there's no guarantee they're going to reach that. So here we're probably going to have to. Oh, you're like, oh, what did you do to the wage budget? I fixed it right there. So because of that, the board wanted to reduce it. Maybe I should have reduced the transfer budget, and maybe then they wouldn't have reduced the transfer revenue, but percentage. But that's okay, guys. Like I said, if we sell a player, I'm like, okay, it's good for the overall balance. That's the most important thing for the club. I don't want to spend all my money at all, or the club's money. It's not my money; it's the club's money. So that's done, those couple moves. I'll say that lower the wage a little bit, but not really. One guy, yeah, they're not paying anything, and one only 20%. That's only like 350 per week. So yeah, doesn't really change it too much, so we can't really say that. But guys, what we can do in this build-up, we can change, like I was alluding to. Let's just work on attacking movement and set up the to use the attacking tactic, just to go all out, because it's Burnley, and this is a match. These are the matches, and then Cardiff after that. These are the ones we got to be targeting as wins, for sure. We got to be winning these ones, guys. Because maybe I'm like, oh yeah, for sure we can win matches this season. But we still have to get it done. Like, I make it sound easy. I think that's just what I'm saying right now. It's like, oh yeah, we can win those, but we still have to go ahead and do it. They'll be. I feel against those teams, I do well against. Like, in my saves, the teams that are about the same level I beat. It's more the tricky ones. The teams that have better players. They're the harder matches, which sounds pretty obvious. But my kind of point is, against a team of a similar level, obviously not going to be exact same quality, but around similar level, I feel I do well. Okay, Jordan Graham. I would open contract talks. I don't know. Like, he's got a contract to 2019 and he's on 8K. So, I know 8K is not a lot. What am I going to... I don't even know what he wants for him. So, I'm just going to... walk... I just don't want to discuss this right now. I'll say at the end of the season. Discuss new contract. I thought that was like, oh, offer a new contract. Ooh... I don't. Even if I want the I don't want to say because he'll still want a new contract for sure. I just want to. So you have plenty of time on your current deal. That usually works when you say you have plenty of time on your current. You only care about money. I won't. I'm afraid. What's this? You have to earn a new contract if you want it that badly? You haven't... that's not how I wanted that to go down, man. Like... Because that works a lot. But you're not even a superstar, mate. Settle down. Settle down. Like... I don't know. Like, we're not even seeing him as the best winger in our team right now. He's got a bit of potential, that's fair. That is fair, but Hal DaCosta is ahead of him. I'm not... I used to be like that a lot. I just, oh, you want a new contract? I give you a contract. When you're a bigger team as well, might be different. But Wolves, yeah, it's a different case. Jack Wilshere to Chelsea, because I think Arsenal letting him go, or he wanted to go, like for next season. So he was available on a free transfer in the save. I didn't really dabble, or I didn't take a look into that. I've already finalized them. Not much is going to change. Like, Andre is in, so let's confirm the selection anyway. Who's been performing well? Ooh, he's looking good. Hey, Elliot Watt. Okay, he's training well, but potential seems fairly average. And Andrew Harris, potential even lower. I've mentioned it before, but what do you guys think about not having set potentials in the game? Like, especially for under 18 players. Like, if you have a young guy... Okay, Callum Thompson, he's got the best potential. He's like 17. But say if there's like a 15, 16-year-old lad in real life, and maybe when he just joined at 15, is like, oh, I don't think... Like, the coaches don't think he'll be, like, so amazing. And they don't think he's one of the best players in the academy in the under 18s. But then he starts to play really, really well in his performances. They would rate him more highly. So if that happens in Football Manager, I feel that should be reflected. Let me know what you think about that. Like a player, especially before they're 18 at least, when they're in the under 18s. And like, surely their potential could change. It could get better or could get worse depending on how they progress through a couple seasons. What do you guys think about that? As that's what would happen in real life. Like, what they would be seen as by the coaches and all that. So, yeah, Andre is a fine player. He can lead this club to glory. It'll be a massive... Even some of things I don't believe exactly. Like, sure, I think he's a good signing. But you say all the positive things because they only react well to that. He's happy with the comments. So, yeah. Or do you... Let me know what you do. Let me know what you do. Do you always be honest there? Or do you just say the top ones always to get the best reaction for that when you sign a new player? So he's at his best morale. Probably like he's superb right now. Best morale. So yeah, just let me know what you do in terms of that. As I'm just telling you how I play it. And he may not like lead us to glory. He's not going to help us win the Premier League. Or who knows? You can never say never. But yeah, just let me know. What you do. Like, I always love to do whatever. Obviously, without cheating, I don't do that. But, I mean, within the game, to get the best morale, because morale is so important in Football Manager. So, ooh, how about this guy? What was his value be? He could be affordable, but I never like spending so much on keepers. Even as important as keepers are, I'm sorry if you're a keeper out there... I don't mean to put a low value on you, but it's just like in Football Manager, unless it's like a high potential player that's at a cheap price or something, or a transfer listed guy, and he looks like a good quality. I just don't like splashing the cash like I would maybe on a striker. I don't know, that's just me. And maybe you could see why Arsenal let Wilshere go there. Picked up an injury. During the international duty, got to be careful of that. But we are getting closer to the match now. And we're getting close to hitting that 1 hour on the episode. But yeah, obviously, guys, this is a longer episode. I've been doing them long anyway, and I'll continue to do so. The longer video, I'll just say the longer videos do better. The longer videos do better for a couple of reasons. Just a YouTube-related things, how they get sorted in the search and stuff. So, yeah, and a few other reasons they do well without going into too many details. So, yeah, it gives me a reason to do longer videos, I guess. But yeah, I like doing them in this style. But what I can be like that. That's something just like me in real life as well. I can talk about something, then I don't say the point I mean to. The point I mean is that when this is all done and dusted, this transfer window, we're going to get into the season proper, and I'll start doing maybe 3 or 4 matches in an episode, and it'll be around this hour length still. So yeah, that's what I wanted to explain. Come on, guys. I just want to get into this next one now. Burnley is 14th. Like, this feels like a live stream without, like, talking to you guys while I'm streaming. That's why I said no, I don't want to... Suggested to work on defensive positioning, but I'm not buying into that. I want to attack. Yeah, I want to attack going into this. But yeah, guys, on that, make sure if you're not following on Twitch, follow over there, because I feel there's a good future for me over on Twitch. Even though I haven't streamed for a few weeks now, before I had a time away a few weeks back now. It's probably a month now. Time goes by so quickly. But yeah, I was streaming before then, but yeah, I'm going to move into a new house, which I've already mentioned in the previous episode. I think that was my lower league management episode. Make sure you watch that. That's another one people don't get notified. But shout out to you guys that are watching this series, and you guys that search for my video specifically. Like, you go specifically to my channel to see if I've uploaded. Yeah, massive shout out to you. I suppose I want to make my videos like that must watch for you guys. That kind of takes away with how YouTube is if you don't get notifications of my videos and all that, which I can understand, because so many people, I want my videos to kind of be a must watch, you know, because I know people are subscribed to a lot of channels. Some people, they've told me, oh, you're the only channel I'm subscribed to for Football Manager, which is pretty cool. If you like, yeah, that old school Football Manager content, that's what I bring to you, with not like face cam getting in the way and stuff. But saying that, when I'm going to be doing live stream, I'm thinking about setting that up. But yeah, we'll just have to see. What do you think anyway? Because now this stands out. When I started, that didn't really used to be a thing. Like, at the start of Football Manager content, 2013, 14, yeah, you wouldn't see too many people do that. But I feel like Football Manager is like, Football Manager content is like trend. Like, it's people copy each other and do the same thing, and I don't buy into that. It looks really similar. This is not even like at any specific person. It's just everyone together, and I'm just here by myself, doing my own thing. Like, yeah, I just did it on my own, did it by myself, and yeah, and it just forever stays that way. I just yeah, I do what I do, and that's kind of a lot of reflection of what I do on YouTube is how I am personally in real life, or not just how I am, how things have happened in my personal life is how it's happened on YouTube as well. But yeah, anyway, finally we've passed time into this Burnley match, finding things to talk about. But yeah, hopefully you find it interesting enough. I'm going to bring on... Oh, it's tough. It's tough because Cavallero... Maybe try switching it. I think Haldecott... He's got a great rating, but he's been good in those cup matches. That's the only thing. So we're going to bring on Diogo as well. Diogo Jota. Inside forward. Still, I think if we go personalised and just do a support. And Cavallero... He's better as a winger. So if we go support there... And maybe we'll look for overlap off. And we'll add that. Any other change? Look at the conditions is all looking very good. Like, a lot of them 100%. And Jota condition almost 100%. He just needs that match sharpness, so he's getting a start today. And Andre, you're like, put Andre in. Well, Jordan Graham, I think we're going to give him a bit of a spell there because we'll bring on Ben Marshall. I don't think... Oh, because Hal Costa's on the bench. He'll probably, come on as that winger. Raul Jimenez. Can put him into calculations as well. Ooh. Ben Marshall. Yeah, he probably... Hey, if one of the wingers we're going to bring on, we'll bring on Costa. And we've got the striker. And, Vinagre can come on the left side. So, I think that's pretty well set up. So, now, if we're going to bring Andre in, we'll take Ndiaye out and Andre on... Look at all these roles he can play. He can play Mazzala as well, okay? I'm just trying to... I like roaming playmaker. Roaming playmaker on support. And yeah, let's see. Everyone else looks all good. Raul Jimenez, do we just start him? Yeah, let's start him. I'm going to try on supports. But then, okay, we'll go back on the attacking role. Because why put them on support? Because if we're going to use a striker role on attack, we'll put those on support. But if we're using a support role on the striker, or even defend, we had him defensive forward, use defend duty, I'll have him on attack. So just, it has to be the right mix. But let's just get into this one right now. I think, happy with the selection. Andre is getting his match, and we're going to give him the number 19. Again, that's the next lowest of it. Oh, I like 20, though. It's just a round number, 20. For a guy that could still be key for the team. So, let's see how this one is going to go, guys. They're just playing that 4-4-2. Let's say assertively, and this poor run of form. But we've had some... Hey, we've already had Manchester United and Liverpool in the league. So, they're two of those bigger sides. So, come on. Let's get a win. Nothing less. Nothing less from this match I want. It's really what we need, though. These results in these matches. Neves. Andre. Oh, he just looks good in with all the Portuguese. We could almost like have a whole starting 11 of Portuguese play, but obviously, we wouldn't do that. But for chemistry, and that should be good. Score! It's Matt. Matt Doherty steps up, and that was really, really good. He was like an opportunist there, though, but it was how we created that. Like I say, you make your own luck. And that's what I think. Like, against a team, like I said, that we are similar in terms of ability, and maybe Burnley you'd say is slightly better, but when we compare to playing against Man United and Liverpool, you say similar level of sides. That's why I feel we'll do well in. These are the ones, and even mid-table teams in the league. Well, say Burnley. Burnley had a good season, but I think we can beat these teams. I think we can get enough wins. We can pick up 3 points and maybe pick up like a draw, and pick up enough points to stay up this season. Because the other teams that got promoted, like you see so far, they're struggling. But at the moment, we're in the same boat. Because this is not... Ooh, Chris Wood with the blazing shot there. Now it's Lowton. Oh, how did you... Oh, don't miss those... If you're going to slide for the tackle... Oh my god, I thought that was going to be just a worldie right there. It would have been if it found its way into the back of the net. But, I'm happy we've got this game here. I know it's so early. It's so early to be speaking, but you can tell. Now, here he is. Over the top. It's Silva. Does that show his name as Silva? Because that's part of his name. If you go Diego Jota. Yeah, Silva is technically his last name. It's just a bit confusing. What does he go by? What does he go by? Let me know. What do commentators call him and stuff like that normally? Lowton. Because I'm used to just saying the player name it says on their head. And generally, if it's different, it will be their nickname or what they just go by most of the time. And, oh, I told you can't get too excited because Burnley get it back. And, that was probably... Well, they had a chance before that, so... We'll see, maybe take a look where we went wrong here. Okay, this guy's... Brady's free. And that's why. Where are you? Why aren't you marking closer to him? That's what I want to wonder. Like, guys, when you've got in your tactics, when you've got use tighter marking, and your players don't use tighter marking, what can you do? What can you do? I know we're playing attacking, so that's going to happen. But that's annoying because I still wanted to maintain that. But here he is! Here he is! He almost scores. Again, I just know to call him Silva or Jota. What the yeah. But I've seen like commentators call him Jota as well, so that's why I've got confused a little bit. I thought, oh yeah, that's what I'll just call him and it'll be alright. Oh! Ooh, that was an inch perfect tackle apparently. That's going to be out for a throw-in. Nah, it looked like good tackle. Ooh. Brady is going to whip this in. Well done, Patricio. Patricio is a good keeper, you know. Like, he'll be a good signing for Wolves this season. Or this upcoming season. Like I'm mentioning in real life. Oh, but yeah, especially in front of the fans in this one. I feel like regardless of what happens here, I'm just going to say... Encourage. Come on, Bart. What was that? He was offside. He was in an unfamiliar. He was countering there in an unfamiliar position. Now Raul Jimenez gives away possession. Not good. Now we could easily just be behind here. Oh no! That's a goal. Oh, we're claiming offside, but no one calls it. Oh, things started so promising. And Burnley. Okay, were they looking for offside here? Ooh. No. That didn't look offside. I was hoping like there would have been a call when I saw that go in, but no, it wasn't. So, tactically, guys, maybe we're going to go a bit more direct now and see how that goes. Go high tempo. Because... I say this is, but Burnley. I want to see how the ratings of their players. They should look pretty good because Burnley had a good season, but yeah, strikers, they're good. They're good. Bruh, that's how I just feel like now. Oh, this is tough. This is gonna be a tough. I know you guys like to be a bit, I suppose, hopeful of how I'll go and really positive and that I'll overachieve, but man, this is going to be a tough season. Come on. Like, I thought we started this match really, really well and we were almost going to score a second. And Neves! Come on! Come on, Ruben. Nice to see him get a goal. I want to kind of back up using that role as well, how he gets forward. Like, he's done that, but he's wasted opportunities. But I was like, I had a feeling this time, he's more in a better score because maybe he's a little bit more wide. Other times you've seen through the highlights and all that, not in a position to score. But there he was, and he did exactly that. Could we get the lead back? Douglas. Come on. Doherty. Come on. Just those little errors there. Little moves that could have resulted in a chance for us. And now they're getting forward. Don't let them get through easy. Oh, what a strike. But this has been an entertaining game. This is what you're going to get from these ones. Against maybe outside of the top 6 sides, there's going to be entertaining games for the season. And maybe, hey, some of those other ones will. But they clearly dominated us. If you see like the match against Liverpool and even that one against Man United. But that's all expected stuff. You expect that to come forth. But anyway, to focus on these ones, because I don't want to be too negative about those other results. But yeah, man, you get... oh, what a game this is. So far, just the first half. See some good goals. Just hopefully, yeah. Danny Bart hasn't had a good game, which is unfamiliar. Normally, yeah, you see his leadership at the back. But yeah, it's time to dig in. It's time to dig in now, lads. Come on, I'll leave it at that. I won't try and talk, a bit more. Danny Bart, like, he hasn't played well. I feel like we'll have to say, just calm down. There's a lot more to come from you. Yeah, he just listened keenly from that. He knows. He's a player. The normally experienced players, depends on their personalities, that they know when they're not playing well. And sometimes you don't even need to say something to them. Oh, but look at this ball forward. I thought it looked good, but it had a bit too much orange juice on that. If you think that's weird to say, like, my dad always said that, and now that's just in my head to say something when it's just, like, a kick has so much power on it. Or something like that. Pass. That's crazy. If you want to know where I get that from. Anyway, I don't think it's not like an Australian saying or something like that. It's just something my dad says. Oh, man. But Cavallero, ooh, right idea, but just wasn't executed. Now, Goodmanson, that was a weak shot by Wood. Oof. How, like, getting to the point we might see a change, but I want to see what we're going to do in this highlight first. Right, come on, Neves. You got to finish this, man. You got to... like a shot like that. I know. That's why we're working on his finishing to try and get it a bit higher. Oh, did you see that pass? Oh, my God. It's not a time to be a bit fancy, to be honest. When we're in a good position, though. So, hey, the midfield is doing well here. So, that's good. Andre coming in, as you expect. Jimenez. He's on a yellow. Diego Jota, man. Let's bring on Halder Costa. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch those lads. And yeah, we'll leave them inside four. We're still looking for that winner. We've got to get that winner. So now we'll get look for the overlaps. No, I like how things are going. I think continuing like this, we can see a goal. We can see a goal in this match for sure. But yeah, obviously, guys, compared to previous episodes, this one's gone over an hour. Obviously, through that international break as well. Let me know in the future if you want me to edit that part out. Obviously, it'll change the theme of what I wanted from this series, though. I want it to be like unscripted, yeah, unedited, and that kind of style for you guys. Again, because I did that with Newcastle United last year around this time, and yeah, that was a pretty fun series, and people seem to enjoy it. So hopefully you enjoy this in the same fashion. But especially once we get into the season, no international breaks. Well, not no international breaks. There will be international breaks. I'm also meant the transfer window will close. But yeah, I will always like to showcase stuff you'll find interesting. And it's not FIFA, so stuff outside of matches is important. So right now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take off Romain Saiss, and we're going to bring on Leo Bonatini. We're going to play with two strikers. We're going for it now. Well, this is like the like a 4-2-4 almost, if you could call it like that. But especially still how attacking we will be going. Let's try and see how we're going to go. Come on. We've only got 15 minutes left, and sorry if you can hear some background noises as well. You find that in my videos. But when I move, there's going to be none. That's going to be cool. I can't wait for that. There's going to be no dogs interrupting, no noises. Come on. Come on. Don't concede now from another stupid corner. I'm shit. This is annoying me. I'm just... Corners, mate. That's me dropping my phone onto my desk. Because... I don't know. Maybe that's too powerful. Why? Our results... We're losing points off of set pieces. Corners specifically. And that drops maybe a bit of... Douglas, come off. Come off. Vinegre... just put him, that wing back. Try and play him complete wing back on attack. Because this is a game we wanted to try and win. But it could end up a loss here, guys. And let's just try and push forward. Because then, tactically, we'll go overload as well. Because we're going to be trying, shoot on sight. I feel take more risks. Try and go all options right now. Be more expressive. Go route one. Hey, yeah, we're pushing for that right now. Come on, Neves! No! What a chance! We need to take our set piece. That's a great position. Nevers, you've already scored in this game. Could have been an equaliser, man. Could have equalised. Come on. Now they're... If anything, they're going to score. If anything... I was... Like, if we picked up a draw, I was like, okay, at least we picked up a point here. We've fought in this game, though. Like, they've had more... Again, that's what we're forcing, like, opposition into. Like, having a lot of shots, but not... Like, we've had 3 clear-cut chances from 7 shots, and from 20, they've had 7 on target and 2 clear-cut chances. So, like, what I talk about there is we try and force our opposition... The chances they have, like, if they're going to have a lot of chances against us, make sure not too many of them are going to be clear chances or there'll be low percentage shots. Come on, another chance! Far, man. I said this already in another episode. It's just the lack of quality. It's just a lack of quality. We've been playing decent. I'm not saying we're playing amazing. I'm not saying that at all. But I think the chances we create are decent enough. And it's just a lack of ability. Oh, come on. If that wasn't the highlight over, I thought that could have been a chance for us. Come on, Costa. Equalise. Bonatini. Oh, he could have had a shot himself. Oh, my God. What are you doing? What are you doing? The chance is still alive, though. Cavallero. Mate, highlight's still going and it's over a minute that will be left, so there's going to be a chance. No. Chance is gone. Oh, man, we had a chance to get an equaliser. But before that, we would have had chances to get a lead, maybe. If considering we took one of those chances that we tried to get for an equaliser, I don't even know now, man. I think we at least deserve a point. We deserve a point. A percentage of shots we get on target. Again, if we take a look at the final match stats, I thought, oh, maybe we would have got an extra clear-cut chance. But the quality of the chances from... Because, of course, we're not as good as any of the opposition, apart from the other teams that got promoted in this database. They got teams that just got promoted in real life from the championship. Even other teams that are not the top 6 technically, they're still going to be better than us. So, it's going to be real tough. It's going to be real tough because, like, I don't think we're performing badly. I can't say, nah, guys. Like, we've had some guys get good ratings in this match. Like, we're playing well. I truly feel that. I truly feel we are playing solid. Okay, I say solid for sure. But it's no surprises that both Cardiff and Fulham are in the same boat as us. That's how tough it is. So, yeah, we're going to have to... Because it's not like we can make transfer moves or anything like that. We don't have extra money. It's like Andre... Like, this next match against Cardiff, but then we're going to need more. It's not just, beat Cardiff and Fulham. We're going to need more than that to stay up. It would just be us to get relegated. And I don't know if you would want me to continue this if I get relegated. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because, yeah, this episode is pretty long. Pretty long as it is, but I did want to aim about to get an hour episode. So, like I said, yeah, the longer videos are good. I've already noticed on my channel they've done well for the series in terms of the ranking. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you could smash 100 likes, I'll be greatly appreciative of that. So, I'll catch you guys in the next one.